Yeah. Welcome back, y'all. Like, usually I blush and flush when there are MCMs in the studio, right? Because almost your girl's trying to secure a relationship in 2019. But today, Babu Dlamini, a baby father, one half of the most beautiful celebrity couple out there, and above all else, a fantastic actor. TK Salwan.
Sawubona sisikodwa kunjani?
Unjan.
Unjani bhuti?
Ngikhona kakhulu.
We're so excited to have you here. I mean, the whole studio is buzzing. The ladies, abanye bazenza ngathi bayafentanyana mabekubona undlula ngithi hayibo labo sisi laba. So you do really no. We know why you are in the house. But I think the most interesting thing is for abantu bangakwazi. I know so many millions, not thousands, but millions of South Africans absolutely adore you. But for those who don't know you and are meeting you for the first time through our show, tell us a little about where you started, what inspired you to be so to where you are, for you to have the popularity that you have as well.
What happened is that obviously I've always loved the arts. So I've always been an actor on stage and doing one or two things with my drama teacher back in high school. But that's not what I studied. I actually studied marketing. So that's what I'm also in a marketing business on the side. So that's the core. So that's what I use to propel business. So I use the acting to propel my business on the outside. So it was a very strategic move to move from just being a 9-to-5 office guy to then saying, you know what, let me transition into the acting in order to propel the business.
Wow.
But your roles lean towards being a thug. Do you sometimes feel like you get typecast or you play thug really well?
Well, actually, funny enough, roughly right now, I'm playing a prosecutor on the river. So it's totally different to Mastermind. It's, I have to move out of my comfort zone, which was playing a gangster, playing a kasi boy.
The gangster that girls loved.
So I had to move into now trying to speak proper English, trying to be prim and proper, wear a suit every day on the show. So I didn't want to get typecast, so that's why I said when they offered me a role, I was like, actually, I want to do something totally different.
Oh, nice. I mean, when I go through Instagram, you see women going crazy and saying, "That's my man crush Monday, man crush Wednesday, man crush Tuesday." How do you handle that? I mean, I know celebrities, abantu basestradeni, when they come to you, what do they say? I mean, I always wonder, if I was a guy, what would girls say to me? What do they say when they come to you? Because you're such a huge star now, and I think you're just an amazing household name, Manj.
Yeah, well, most of them come and they congratulate me and they say, listen, we are motivated by your story, where you come from. I come from the hood, by the way. So I've been a kasi boy my whole life. And, obviously I've worked slowly. I'm still not where I want to be. So I'm still working. I'm on the way there, though. But they always say that we appreciate the work. When I'm not on screen, they always complain and say, when are you coming back on screen?
Oh, wow.
So it's I did have a bit of a break on Uzalo. So the people were not happy about that. So they're trying to just always hound me on when are you coming back? What's happening to the character? When are you getting? So I'm in jail in the show, if you guys haven't watched. So people always hound and say how happy they are, how talented they think I am. And I really, really appreciate it. Shout out for the love and Karen giving me more
And
love.
how they have a good-looking thug on their show.
No, we understand the love and like the appreciation that your fans have for your skill and your talent. But is there a crazy thing that a fan has ever done? Like, what's the craziest thing you were like, I don't think I was ready for this?
I think the craziest thing is I've had a fan when I was walking out of a lift. I think she wasn't ready to see me.
Yeah.
It was here at Santon City, and then she actually kissed me on the mouth. So it was like, and then she apologized, though. Like, okay, and maybe I overstepped the boundary, but I was just so excited to see you. I apologize for that. So that's the most invasive thing a fan has ever done. But they do stuff like leave their numbers on my car when they see me pulling up. Like they, like those normal things that proper TV personalities get. But I think the kissing on the mouth was a bit...
Drama. For you. Well, I mean, you're in a serious relationship. How can I say it? A high-profile relationship. Have you done it intentionally or to keep it private and keep it to yourself? And what moved to whatever decision that you've made? And, what can fans look forward to with regards to that? Because, Abantu always want to know about you. And we all have personal choices. What do you want to share? What don't you want to share? For you, what's your view on it? And how have you kept it that way?
I think a relationship is a very intimate thing. And you must choose whether you want to involve the people. You know, people are already in our lives by the virtue of the job that we do. But, you know, I think that's where it ends. You know the character on screen, and, you know, you're allowed to know the character's there for you to explore. But I think when it goes to me and I go back home and I spend time with my family, you know, I don't want to share that with a lot of people. So that's why we've chosen to keep it out of the papers. That's why you never see us in the papers for the wrong things, because once you involve the people, you have to then update them.
This is what
happened,
a lot and telling them what you're doing.
You know,
you need to update that and keep that going.
Exactly. So we're just happy like that.
Oh, nice.
That's good. Now, for a lot of people that don't know, you've got a construction company.
Yes.
That's thriving. I wouldn't think mastermind.
Yeah.
And think construction. You know, a lot of times celebrities have other gigs that they're doing on the side. So if he's in events, how's that? Tell us more about that. Was it always a plan? Were you always interested in construction?
Well, I've got a construction company, but I also have an events company as well. We get relatively good work.
Yeah.
Because I think we
No, take it. Just we're thriving.
Yeah.
We're doing well.
Yeah, but we also do the job, you know.
Now, another thing that we've all now caught whiff of is your love for music. DJing, I feel like that I didn't see coming. How does that now come into all of this?
I know, that was a funny one, actually, because, you know, I've had DJ friends, like Abotira, you know, they've always been DJs around me, you know, and I always get gigs, and I get gigs, like 4 or 5 gigs a night sometimes, to go and MC, you know, and I always get the fact that, you know, we can't book you in a Shisanyama or whatnot to MC, because there's nothing to MC, but we'd love to have you here. Why don't you branch off into DJing and you make double the amount of money? So when I sat down with my team and my PR team, you know, they were like, actually, we're losing a lot of money. A lot of people are calling in and emailing saying, can he DJ? We want to book him for a corporate. You want to do this? So they've said then, actually, why don't you transition into that and we just make more money, you know? So...
you're super talented.
I've been rebelling, but actually, end of last year, we said, actually, we're taking the DJing route now. So people are already calling in. We've said we're not taking any gigs yet. But I think from end of April, we'll start taking gigs and, you know.
And choosing which ones you want to be part of.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, another talent. When I think, Angaze, a lot of young people are going to just be spoiled for choice. So go to do, they're going to learn so much from you because of the talent that you just possess. And it all comes naturally the way I see it. Now, a new talent that I believe, adding to the amazing list, is amapiano.
Yeah.
So because you are getting into piano, any level, mchana. Ile level yokuthi angazi uyaphi, orchestra level, I'm not sure, but
John Legend.
Okay. Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
So, Tina, we've brought in a piano for you, especially for you. We have offered. I think idols would kick us out the minute we stepped in before we say anything.
Amateur services.
Yeah, but we're offering our free services to be like your backup singers to whatever song you play on the piano, and we hope that you're not offended of our standards and just accept to we are here for you.
Yeah, but I'm not a great pianist. I just want you guys